Hello and welcome to another Think About It Thursday. Coach K here, and every single week I am bringing you a new topic just of everyday life stuff. Last week we talked about self-esteem, which was a really good topic to get started on. And so this week I wanted to bring you something that self-esteem kind of affects. And that is before I do. So while you're here, make sure that you subscribe to the page and then turn on those notifications so that you don't miss any of these Think About It Thursdays, which happens every single week at 2 o'clock. If you have a topic that you want discussed on our Think About It Thursdays, make sure you drop it right down there in the comments. And just in general, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this week's topic. So we're going to talk about before I do. Now, you've met your perfect mate. You all have been dating for some time. You know, dating ranges from 6 months to 5 years engagements, you know. And so now it's time to walk down the aisle. You all have made that conscious decision to walk down the aisle. But have you thought through the entire process and remembered some of the key things before you say, I do? There are some very important topics that always need to be discussed before you make that decision to move forward as one. When you make that decision to marry your partner, it is of course something you shouldn't enter into lightly. This is something that you should be making a dedicated and long-term life commitment to. So it's not, oh, this is going to be my boyfriend, girlfriend, and when we get mad, we just break up. That's not how marriages work. So before we get into the saying I do, we want to make sure that we have some important key topics discussed. I'm going to bring you 3 today. If you want to dive deeper into that, make sure you stay tuned so you can learn all about my mini courses that'll be coming up here soon. And that way you're going to get a deeper dive into it along with some tools, tips, and resources to ensure that you're going forward in that right direction with everything that you need to be successful. So the first thing that you want to do before you say I do is have those tough conversations. When we get into relationships, it is so easy to ignore certain things, you know, sweep things under the rug and just shrug it off as someone was having a bad day. When in actuality, some of those red flags are simply discussions that need to happen. So have them. It's not always fun. It's not always easy, but you absolutely need to do it, and you need to do it so it doesn't show up in the relationship later as something else. So the next thing you want to do is know each other's long-term and short-term goals. Now I said know each other's long-term and short-term goals, but it's just as important to know your own before you say I do. Because if you guys are not even remotely close to having some kind of goals set, then what do you have? And they don't need to be extravagant. They don't need to be, I'm going to have a mansion in 25 years. They could be, long-term goal could be something that you want to do in 6 months. Short-term goal could be something that you want to accomplish tomorrow. But just having a good baseline and idea of what some of your goals are helps you to understand the other party, and it also helps you to understand yourself. The third thing that I'm going to say that you want to know and do before you say I do is, are you on the same page with your life outlook? Is your partner saying, I want 5 kids and 3 dogs? And are you saying, I want 0 kids and I'm allergic to dogs? Now that's an extreme case. However, You'd be surprised at how many people don't have those conversations on the front end. And then they get into this marriage and it's like, you want kids? I never wanted kids. Why didn't we know this before we said I do? Think about it Thursday. Those are just 3 of a number of things that should be done and discussed before you say I do. If you want to learn more about that, absolutely. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel. Make sure that you are keeping up on all of my social sites so you know exactly when those mini courses are coming out. Because my goal for you is to ensure that you have a productive, healthy, and happy outcome in life. Whether it be by yourself or with your amazing partner. This has been another Think About It Thursday with Coach K, your clinical certified sexuality coach. I am here to ensure your future is open and bright. Always feel free to drop any comments down below and let me know what you think about these topics. And of course, if there's something you want to hear about, drop it in the comments. Or if you don't feel comfortable doing that, that's fine. You can call or text it to me. My number is 804-967-4551. You can also simply just shoot me an email. My email is info@loveandintimacy101.com. Thank you for tuning in for another Think About It Thursday with Coach K. And I will see you next week. And if you missed any of the previous videos, make sure you dip back and catch those replays. Remember to subscribe and turn on those notifications. Drop any comments down below. And I will see you later. Enjoy.